All right, so on this one, instead of moles, they've given us grams. That's not a problem. We're just going to use molar mass to go into moles first. Then once we get into moles, then we can convert into moles of one of the products. We'll just pick one. I'll probably use NAF again, simply because it's just an easier one to deal with. So first step is we're going to convert these into moles. Then we'll go to moles of an unknown. And then from there, we can convert them into grams as well. All right, so we'll start with these ones. Given information, we're gonna have some unknown information. In this one, they want me to determine the limiting reactant. In order to do that, I need to be comparing moles to moles. So I can just pick moles of one of these ones in my balanced equation. I'm going to go with mole NAF simply because it doesn't have any subscripts. It's just two elements combined together. All right, so my unknown is going to be mole NAF. And then I'm starting out with these ones, 73 grams, AlF3. And then also 59 grams, Na2O. So no problem. It's going to be just like the last one we did, but instead of going from mole to mole of a product, we're going to do that first step that's going to precede it. It'll be grams to moles first. This will be a two-step if I'm going from grams of reactant to moles of the product. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for that. Every single time we underline. From here, the only place I can go is to moles. I'm not able to change my unit. Same thing every single time. And then now I can go into my unknown. I'll do the same thing for Na2O. All right, so every single time, Mr. Cantor will never catch me on that. I get that right every single time. There's only one place we can go from grams. Every single time, Mr. Cantor will never catch me on that one. And then I can go into my unknown. All right, so anytime I'm changing moles to grams, the mole can get a 1. And then this would just be molar mass. We're not going to do those calculations, though. We'll just look them up real quick. $84. 84. 62. And then from here, I just need my recipe to find out the proportions. So AL NAF, so I know this is going to be a 6 from the balanced equation. ALF3 is 2, and then Na2O is 3. Na2O is 3, ALF3 is 2, NAF is 6. So now I can determine what my limiting reactant is. This is still easy. It's just a series of fractions. I'm just going to put it in the calculator. So here we get 2.6 mole NAF. And then for this one, we're going to get 1.9 mole NaF. All right, so now we can see which one is the limiting reactant. So this is going to be my limiting reactant here. So now on the next step it's a little tricky, a little bit. Not much though. Don't turn it up to 10. Let's keep the brain power at about 6.5, maybe 7. But definitely don't turn it all the way up to 10. We're not going to need that much brain power for this. All right, how many grams of excess reactant are left over? So the first thing I need to know is how much did I use? So I need to convert my limiting reactant into my excess reactant to find out how many moles of that I used first. So I'm just gonna could start over, but it'd be so much easier just to, you know what, we're gonna take the long way. We're not gonna take a shortcut. All right, so we know this is how many moles of NaF. I'm just gonna use this. This would be the amount of NaF that we produce with this amount of aluminum chloride. So I'm just gonna convert this over into the excess reactant to see how many moles I would have actually needed. Like 6 moles of NaF. Oh no, we're looking for the excess. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is my excess reactant. So actually, I'm going to convert this one over into my excess to see how much I already used. All right. So we'll start with 1.9 mole of NaF, and then in this case, I'm going to my excess reagent to see how much of that I use. So my excess one is going to be ALF3. All right. No mathematics, just copying in alphabets. So I can get these from the balanced equation. ALF3 is going to be 2, NaF is 6. All right, so now we have 1.9, 3, 0.63 mole ALF3. Okay, so this is how much that we're going to be using. So I just determined the amount that that was used in the equation, and then I'm just going to subtract that from the amount that was given. So I'm just going to do just this part here with my excess reactant. I'm just going to do the molar mass part here, and that'll tell me the number of moles of my excess reactant. So 79 grams of my excess reactant, how many grams per mole, and I'll be able to determine that. So this is the molar mass for ALF3. So now amount used versus the amount given. So this would be 0.87. Okay, and then, so this is the amount that we used in the reaction. This is the amount that was given in the reaction. So I can just take the difference of both of these. I can just subtract. It's going to be vice versa. I'm just going to take the negative sign off. All right, so now I'm going to take the amount that I was given. I'm going to subtract off the amount used. And this will tell me the amount of moles, 0.24 moles of my excess. That's going to be ALF3. So that'll be how much is left over of that one, which is what I'm asking. This, how many grams of the excess reactant are left over? Man, Mr. Cantor gave us a tough one on this one. So now this is just a molar mass conversion. So for molar mass, draw my T-chart. Anytime I go from moles to grams, I put a 1 there. ALF3 is going to be 84. So we'll have 84. There you go. So, first step, we'll just kind of a little recap here. So the first thing I did was I determined the limiting reactant. So once we determined the limiting reactant, I determined my limiting reactant is here. We produced the least amount of product. Then they asked me how many grams of excess reactant are left over. Well, I need to know how much of my excess reactant is left over to do that. I'll go into moles for that first. So I wanted to look at, okay, well, here's how much we're going to use. So if I just convert this ratio into the ALF3, this is how much we're going to use. So convert that over, this is the amount used. I already know the amount given. They gave me 73. I used this for a molar mass conversion. And once I did my molar mass conversion, I got 0.87 moles. 2. All right, this is the amount that I was given. This is the amount that is used. So we just subtracted. So this is how many moles I have left over. Once I calculate the amount of moles that are left over, just the molar mass conversion back into grams, 20.16 grams is our final answer.